Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, I'd like to give it all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem,
Makapadash. Secondly, I'd like to give a double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who continue to teach this truth. And salutations to all you Akim out there, preaching the word of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai throughout the four winds. Alright, salutations to the hopeful elect. And the name of this lesson, actually, can you pull up? I forgot to pull up the article, just type in National Coming Out Day. It's a CNN article. So this lesson is about a holiday that they have here in America, and it's called National Coming Out Day, man. And I actually just found out about this, so I said it was a perfect video to do a lesson on, man. Just to let you know that we're really living in the last days. All right, we are really living in the last days. All right, because there's no way that anyone could have ever thought that this would be a holiday, man. That's the article.
This is it. National Coming Out Day. What it is and what people are saying about it. National Coming Out Day is here. Friday marks the 31st anniversary of National Coming Out Day, celebrated every year on October 11th. The anniversary of the National March on Washington for Lesbians and Gay Rights. The day is meant to celebrate the act of coming out. When an LGBT person decides to publicly share their gender identities or sexual orientation. Though not everyone can safely come out, many people use the day to share their own personal coming out stories. Support those who choose to keep their identities a secret or come out themselves.
Hey, listen, man. They know the so-called homosexual community, all right? Because we can't say it any other way, or if not, YouTube is gonna flag the video. The so-called homosexual community, man, they know, Salaki, in their spirit, they know that there's something wrong with it, man. Because why else would they have to hide it? They know that in their spirit there's something off about that, man. And then there's some who repress it. And then there's others who embrace it, man. But there's something fundamentally wrong with that, man. And that's what we're going to get into, man. There's something fundamentally wrong with things like this, man. That means the Lord has ultimately put a demon on you, man. That's what it comes down to. And as crazy as it sounds, man, that's exactly what it is. And we're going to go into the scriptures to prove that, man. Because there shouldn't be no National Coming Out Day, man. Back in the ancient world, you just get stoned to death, man. You be put to death. Because that's a sin punishable unto death, man. But here in America, since we're in the land of confusion, this is promoted. All right?
Gay shit, homosexuality, sodomy is promoted, is exalted. Wickedness in general is glorified in this kingdom, because this ain't our kingdom. This ain't the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You so-called white people, you Edomites, okay, you're in rulership. This is your kingdom, okay, and you got the spirit of Satan on you, so that's what you're gonna promote. You're gonna promote death and destruction, okay, but. The ones of our people that are following after you are going to be destroyed alongside with you.
That's right. So you can get that scripture.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. Yeah, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Who sets up these laws? Okay, here in this society. Okay, who said it's okay for two men to get married? Two women is okay to get married. Okay, who has woman ruling over men in this society? The so-called white man. Okay, he's unrighteous. Okay, so-called white man doesn't have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai on him. He got the spirit of Satan. So we have to understand that that's the so-called white man's job. Okay, but we can't follow after the ways of these heathens, because that's gonna get you destroyed.
That's right.
Yeah, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. Okay,
Ultimately, the so-called Slakia, the so-called white man is the wicked, according to the scriptures, man. Because does it not say in Job that the world is given unto the hands of the wicked man? And who's running everything right now? The so-called white man. It ain't me. It ain't this brother. You know, it ain't the Lord right now. All right, it's a so-called white man who's running the show, and he's the wicked man. So of course he's gonna uplift things like this, man, because they go contrary to the scriptures. All right.
I'll read this next precept for you to break it down. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 22. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. All right. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination.
All right. So that's plain, man. According to the scriptures, you laying up in bed with another man and engaging in anal sex with him, that is completely contrary to what the scriptures say, man. In fact, the scriptures say that it's an abomination, man. And something abominable is something completely unpleasant.
It's a filthy act.
It's filthy, man. And you're not supposed to do it. Because the Lord didn't create man to be with man. If that was the case, he would have never created the woman, man. You see? There's a natural order of things. And the so-called white man goes completely against the natural order of things to prove that he is better. You know, somehow he thinks that he's proven that he's better than the Most High, because he doesn't get his judgment right away. All right, like the scriptures say. All right, roughly paraphrasing, since punishment doesn't come speedily, he continues to sin, man. He continues to go off. He continues to be wicked, because there's no steady, there's no right away destruction. But the so-called white man's destruction is coming, man. And every person, every so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, which are you Israelites, all right, any Israelite who's taking part of this, man, their blood is on the so-called white man's hands, man. Because the so-called white man, he uplifts this stuff, man. All right, he promotes it. Instead of creating an environment where that stuff is kept to a minimum, the so-called white man creates an environment where they're even teaching our children about it in the schools, man. They're teaching our children, man. They're teaching everyone about it, man. They're trying to normalize it to a point to where it's impossible to escape. But in the ancient world, it was never like that, man. Because it's an abomination.
There was wickedness going on, in these ancient kingdoms, but here in America, okay, it's at an all-time high. Wickedness is at an all-time high, okay, because in Sodom and Gomorrah got destroyed for all this iniquity that was coming over there, okay, all that sodomy that was going on. But in these ancient kingdoms, you didn't have sex changes like how you have today. This devil, can cut a man's penis off and make it into a vagina, okay? This devil has it where you got men taking estrogen pills, estrogen shots. You have women out there taking testosterone pills and shots and stuff, man. That's wicked, man. That's an abomination. The Most High didn't create man to be with a man. The Lord created man to be with a woman to be with a man. But the ways of Esau, the so-called white man, you Edomites, you're unnatural, man. You're unclean. You're beast.
God.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good, and good evil, that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. Come, woe unto them that call evil good. Okay, who says it's okay? Who's promoting LGBTQ community? Okay, who's teaching that to the young kids at schools? Okay, what they're doing in the Catholic Church, you have these false priests raping these little boys. Okay, these wicked elite banking families. Okay, they're into pedophilia, man. They into sleeping with little children, little boys. Because that gives them power, supposedly. According to them, that gives them power. It gives them more power on the left-hand side, because they're dealing with the spiritual demon Satan, So woe unto them that call evil good. Yeah, destruction unto you that are calling evil good and good evil. 2/3 of our people, the scripture says they're wise to do evil, because they're following the ways of the wicked, so-called white man, these so-called white people. Okay, they're following after their ways. So destruction unto you if you're following the ways of these so-called white people. If you're following the ways of this of this world that put darkness for light and light for darkness, and put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Okay, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Yeah, woe unto you, that you think you're doing the right thing, but you're really not. Okay? In order to be doing the right thing, you have to be doing right by Yahweh Shema Shai. Doing what Yahweh Shai commanded you to do. Okay, to confess Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, to correct our people. To wake up the elect through the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's right. The so-called white man is an enabler, man. He's an enabler of wickedness. Because fine, our people are extremely wicked, man. But the so-called white man creates the perfect environment for our people to really get in tune with that inner wickedness, man. Instead of creating an environment where that wickedness, can somehow be brought down or somehow just repressed. It doesn't even need to be brought down, but at least they do that on their own time. They do that behind their closed doors, man. Let the Lord deal with that. But no, the so-called white man creates an environment so that those who are wicked of our people, which is 2/3 of them, he enables them to be wicked, man. He enables them. He creates a perfect environment. Because I can't believe that this National Coming Out Day is a holiday. And if you study words, holiday, holy day, it's a holy day in the kingdom of the so-called white man. All right, National Coming Out Day, man.
I never even knew that it says Friday. Okay, the 31st. Friday marks the 31st anniversary. So last Friday marked the 31st anniversary of this National Coming Out Day. 31 years of this going on, man. You don't think that the Lord sees what's going on? You don't think that the Lord's upset? Okay, you people think you don't know Yahweh Shema Shai. You people don't know what's going on. The Lord is getting ready to destroy this place, man, for all this wickedness that's going on in this place.
That's right. Let me get something real quick.
Yeah.
This is Ecclesiastes 8:11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. All right? So that's why the so-called white man has gotten away with 31 years, man. That's why he does it. That's why he continues to do it, because the sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, man. The Lord works much like the feds, man. The Lord works much like the feds. He wants to build a case against you. So like that, he can judge you and give you the maximum amount of judgment, man.
That's right.
All right? I just wanted to get that one real quick, man. All right? And let me grab this in Romans. This is Romans. The phone's about to die. That's why.
Yeah.
This is Romans 1:20. I'm going to start at 4. It says, wherefore Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves. All right, and that's talking about homosexuals, man. They're dishonoring their bodies amongst themselves. The brother was just going into how the body is a temple, man. But guess what? People who engage in these acts, they're defiling their body. They're damaging their body, because the body, those parts, your rectum, and your asshole, to be blunt, they're not created for things to be put inside, man. It's actually for the opposite. It's an escape hatch. All right, it's for things to come out. All right, it says, who changed the truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua into a lie and worshipped and served the creature more than the creator, who was blessed forever. All right, Tawab. And it says, who changed the truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua into a lie, man. And what's the truth? Well, the truth, going back all the way to these scriptures, man. But making a gay Bible, for example. All right, but also how are they changing the truth, man? Well, the truth is that it takes a man and a female to create life. But now they got all these other ways where the so-called homosexuals can have children and do all these manner of wickedness, man. But the truth of the matter is that those acts do not create life. All right, it says, and worshipped and served the creature more than the creator, man. They worship themselves. All right, they worship the human being. They worship pleasure more than the creator, man. It says, who is blessed forever, Tawab. For this cause, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. All right, so even the women, man, you so-called lesbians, man, even the women have changed their natural use, man. So this scripture cuts homosexuals, males, and it cuts homosexual women as well, man. The lesbians. You see, the Lord ain't with none of it, man. It says, and likewise the men leaving the natural use of woman, burned in their lust one towards another, men with men working that which is unseemly. All right, that's talking about anal sex. And receiving in themselves that recompense of their error, which was meat. All right, and that recompense is what? Ultimately, that recompense is disease, man. The AIDS, as they call it. All right, and the other slew of medical problems and damages that you have because of the lifestyle that you lead, man. All right? Anything you want to say?
That's true. That's the truth, right? But our people don't want to hear this. They're gonna want to change their ways and take heed when it's too late. They're gonna 2/3 are gonna continue being homosexuals. Okay, but we have to let you 2/3 know your judgment. Okay, your judgment is coming. Okay, you want to be. Okay, the Lord is going to destroy you. Okay, destroy you, destroy your family.
God.
Got anything else?
Yeah, this is John chapter 15, verse 19, and it says, if ye were of the world will love his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
That's
all right? Con. This is written in the red, man, Yahushua, who the world didn't really call Jesus Christ, man. He was speaking these words. And what did he say? He said, if you were of the world will love his own, man. So if we were over here promoting the damn thing, then everyone would be on our side, man. YouTube wouldn't be taking down our videos, man. If we were up here talking about how great it is, man. And how to and teaching how to get started and how to prime yourself for it and different tools to use to get yourself mentally ready for. We're not about that, man. But guess what? We over here condemning it, and most likely this video is gonna get taken down, man. Because now YouTube has a new policy of censorship, man. It says, if ye were of the world will love his own, but because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you, man. We've been chosen out of the world, man. Lord willing, we're the elect men. All right?
Come on. If we was anti-Yahweh Shai, the world would love us.
Come.
But since, we speak against this wicked society, people don't like it. People ultimately don't like Yahweh Shai because they're against the Lord. Come. Okay, so they definitely not going to like our message, the Lord's message that's, coming through us. But we don't care. We don't care if you're gonna take heed or not, because ultimately it's up to the Lord to wake you up. Our job is just to let you know what's going on. Okay, to prophesy, warn you. Okay.
That's right. You could get that in Corinthians. Yeah. You could break it down.
First Corinthians scripture.
Right, man, because National Coming Out Day, man, I would have never thought that was a holiday, and apparently there's been 31 of them, man. That's how you know we're in the end days, man. And we've been in the end of days, man, because this is unbelievable.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Yahushua. Okay, the unrighteous, the ones that are going contrary to the laws of Yahweh Yahushua, the ones that are doing everything that's contrary to the laws that the Lord gave us, that the Lord commanded us to follow. Okay, they're not going to inherit the kingdom of heaven. Okay, the Lord is going to deny them the kingdom of heaven, meaning they're going to be destroyed here in America, but they're going to have to come back. Okay, but they're not just going to make it the first time. They're not going to be delivered and go straight into the kingdom. Okay, like the elect is, because the elect is going to be delivered from the destruction. Okay, from the nuclear fire that's getting ready to in the near future to destroy this place. So the elect's going to be delivered, but the wicked, okay, the 2/3 of our people, they're not going to inherit the kingdom right away. They're going to have to come back. Be not deceived, neither fornicators, or nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind. Okay?
That's two things right there, man. It said effeminate.
Effeminate is someone that may not even be, with another man or be with a woman. Okay, he might just be has woman tendencies,
woman qualities,
very feminine. Okay, a man like that is not going to be able to make it into the kingdom. Okay, that's a demon. That's a feminine spirit on that person. Abusers of themselves with mankind. The abusers of themselves with mankind are men, taking it up the butt, giving oral sex, being a homosexual, being a sodomite. They're not going to inherit the kingdom of Yahweh Shah. They're going to be destroyed here in America, okay? Or if they're wherever they're at, okay? Because our people are scattered, not only in America, okay? In South America, Central America, the Caribbean islands, Canada, all over the four corners of the earth, Europe, Asia, Africa, okay? Nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of Yahweh. Yes, but that was the point, okay? Nor effeminate, nor abusers themselves of mankind, because this lesson is all about, the LGBTQ movement, the 31st anniversary of the National Coming Out Day. That's wickedness, that's madness, and the Lord is seeing all this that's going on, okay? The Lord sees everything. The Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So you can't hide from Yahweh Yahushua.
That's right.
Anything else?
No,
that's
all.
It, bro. Close it out.
All right. I'd like to give an all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone. Hope this lesson was edifying, and until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.